What up? What up? What up? What up? What it is? What it do? You know who it is? Who are you?
Who
We
are
back
you?
in with the 22 twos from the County of Kings. You know what's up? What's up? We here to talk about all the dope things in sports, all the dope things in the culture. Keep y'all abreast of what's going on. Give y'all our little 2 cents. No pun intended.
Man, it
And
ain't no 2 cents. It's big change over here,
nah,
boy.
it's 2 cents. No pun
It's C
intended.
it's C note
22
opinions over
twos.
here, son.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on, man.
but before we go ahead and get started, I want y'all to remember, please, please, please like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, repost, all that stuff on the
All that good
Instagram and
stuff.
the Instabook. Please. You know what I'm saying? Get our views up.
That
You know,
face.
we don't want to do artificial, you know what I'm saying, numbers. We want real numbers. We want real fans. We want to
AI's
interact with
wave,
you
man.
guys, all right?
AI's
So, yeah,
wave.
Yeah,
that's
AI
it.
I gotta
everything.
disagree. We could use some fake views. That would be
I
nice.
don't want,
AI everything. I'll explain
I don't want,
later.
Yo, Sean said he trying to buy likes.
nah, we ain't
Trying to
buying
trying
no
to
likes,
buy him,
man.
baby.
AI everything.
Yes, sir. You can't buy certain things. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to my boy, the host extraordinaire, Mr. FJB. Take it away.
Boys. Another edition of Vibe Check where, we checking the pulse, seeing what's going on out there. You see everybody with the New York hats. Knicks trying to go to Vegas, playing Atlanta tomorrow. Darnell over there with the Yankee hat. Unfortunately, we didn't get Juan Soto. He went to Queens. He
Sean
went
was-
to
And I got a
To the
different type
Clippers.
of New
He
York
went to the
hat,
Clippers.
baby. A different
He went
type
to
of
the
New York
Clippers.
energy.
Yo, Sean,
He
we
went
gotta
to the
keep it
Not with the
legal on here.
glasses.
We gotta keep it
Not-
legal on here. You heard?
Not with the
Legal,
glasses.
man.
Look,
Legal.
wow, with the
Yeah,
glasses.
legal.
My bad.
Man.
Let's get into it.
But everybody in New York making their rounds in the news, and we got an unfortunate case with a brethren, a New Yorker, Jay-Z. Add his name to the list with Diddy. Apparently, another accusation came out that Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly assaulted, raped an underage minor, 13 years old, back in, I don't even remember the year it was. But boys, we spoke about this when the allegations first came out with Diddy and the freak offs. We said if those videotapes get released in court, we're going to see a lot of Hollywood change. Things are just going to be different. There have been murmurs about Jay-Z for a while now. People wanted him to take him down, especially with him holding this position with the NFL and basically just being a billionaire, right? Power couple,
Right.
him and Beyonce, raising the kids, trying to make money of their own. I know y'all seen Blue Ivy on that red carpet, that Mustafa. And it's just crazy that we're seeing all these icons and people we essentially looked up to, listened to their music, vibed out to it, get put with all these accusations. Jay-Z immediately responded, essentially calling the prosecutor, a scammer, right? Because this is the same guy representing other women, Jane Does, who want to remain anonymous in the Diddy case. Just a lot to unpack here. I want to call cap, but of course, everything got to go through the court system and not the court of public opinion, because unfortunately what happens is everybody is guilty before they even get to plead their case. We got to stop doing that. We got to allow people to defend themselves. If people were guilty by accusation, there would be nothing left for us to speak about. But boys, maneuvers, talk to me, man. Like, Brooklyn, man, we ain't want this. We didn't want this. But it's being forced upon us.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, by nature, because of the type of work I do, I'm a very big on root cause analysis, right? So immediately this comes out, and I'm like, hold on, wait a second. She's 13. She's at an industry party
By herself. She's
drinking.
Yeah.
Grown men are giving her drinks. So my root cause analysis goes to, well,
Who let her in the
was this
building?
young lady's parents?
Don't forget, she not only was she there by herself, she allegedly came to New York by herself.
Yeah, like, so
At 13.
it's like I have soon to be 13-year-old daughter. Like, and even if I didn't have the ability to track her location on her iPhone and all that kind of stuff, like, there's ain't no way.
Why? No way. Why?
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Listen, so I mean, that's immediately where my mind went. Like, all right, well, what kind of upbringing is she coming from if this is the situation that she finds herself in? And then because of that, then the question in my mind is, well, if she's coming from that kind of upbringing, how valid could her story be? You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't, we gotta let everything play out. But immediately, like, because I'm doing like the root cause analysis look at it, it's like, see a lot of holes in this story already. You know what I'm saying? But everything has to play out. I was just expecting, the first person to take a swipe at Jay to have a much stronger case, because my prediction is his legal team gonna slap this way, but it is
based on his response though, right?
Yeah,
because he was like, all right, yeah. Go ahead.
There's two type of responses you could have. You could either have the, this is petty, I'm not gonna respond at all, let's hope it goes away. Or you can have the, nah, y'all not about to defame my character. I'm coming at you vehemently. I'm gonna deny it immediately. I want all the smoke. He said, why is it a civil case? Make it a criminal case because those people should be locked up. What's up? So we know Jay-Z's not ducking anything.
And I think the most telling part is he talked about having to sit down and tell his kids and explain to his kids what the situation is. I think that's it. For me, that says a lot because I get it. It's like, yo, you're gonna throw hurl an accusation, you can destroy a family for a payday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the flip side to the coin of that is there was the rumors of Jay-Z with Beyonce when he was first dating her, and that she was underage and she wasn't where she needed to be when they were together. But when he was talking about back to what you was talking about with the letter, FJB, Tony Busby, the attorney for the young lady who's anonymous right now, right? Same dude. He tried to go through mediation without a number on what they wanted the settlement to be. That was BS because he put that out and he was like, yo, I'm pretty sure he put a number and Jay-Z was like, you get nothing from this side. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Jay-Z saying, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit. As far as Jay-Z saying it needed to go criminal, it can't go criminal. It's been more than 20 years.
Statute of limitation.
So with him saying
is
that,
it was 7 or 10 years? I think it was 7 or 10 years. 20 years? No.
In New York.
In New York is 20.
New York. They just ratified this law.
So there's no statute of limitations, right?
You could go back, because remember they did the same, but it's civil. You can sue civilly, but you can't go after somebody for the criminal offense because that time has lapsed. You know what I'm saying? But as far as going after Jay-Z, like it seems, and the thing is, he has his own fair share of accusations too. Like we're Jay-Z fans. But there's a lot of stuff that's out there that, has not really been substantiated, but hasn't been denied. Like the situation with the Big Pimpin' video in Trinidad, where he had sex with...
He has a kid over there, allegedly. Yeah. I think I've seen pictures. Listen, we're going to leave it at that.
Listen, that's as real. That's the situation as real as it gets. And back to the Beyonce situation, when you're trying to do the math, when the math ain't math, and said that they've known each other and been dating for 10 years. And then when you do the Zach Galifianakis gif, where you're like trying to figure out the numbers in your head, it's like, wait a minute, she was 16 or 17. You was talking to her, homie.
The thing about
she dated a lot of people before her and Jay.
But the thing is, as I said, like, when I just seen something about like the Jay-Z situation, he never came out and denied it. If you really read the statement. The statement is just like, hey, you know what? This is a terrible act. This is really bad. I don't know if somebody would do that to a child. I got to talk to my family. But nothing ever was said, hey, I did not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Yeah, but
is that semantics, though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. So. But it's semantics, but it's also you have to... It's certain things you have to say. You know what I'm saying? When it's something like big like this... that could potentially derail all the good that he's done. That's what I'm trying to say.
My question to you, why say it?
Huh?
I say
Because
why?
I said those things matter. You know what I'm saying?
I,
In a
it's-
situation like
I think I think it does matter in the sense that, like, at this point, I wouldn't say it because everybody else who said it before was not telling the truth. Come on, they
so
was lying.
and
but now you
and it
playing
also and
Yeah,
it
but now
also
you,
plays in it. My bad, Donna. It also plays into who you standing next to, bro.
yeah,
Like
you know what I'm saying?
every single picture at the all white parties and
Yeah.
and the Rock Nation brunch. Guess who he's standing next to? The Diddler.
The
So
Diddler.
he's
So-
got to make sure that he separates
got-
himself
he's gotta-
in a way
you have
of
to-
class.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he has to pretty much differentiate. Hey, this is me, this is him. There's no. The thing is, when a situation like this, there's no gray area.
Yeah.
It's either you did it or not. You know what I'm saying? There's no gray area. And as now these things are coming out and it's becoming more information is coming out. What I do think sucks is the fact that a lot of these men, as we said, right, we look up to them, we thought they were really good in the community, all these other things. You still can't go about doing that stuff because that's still somebody else's child. You know, so we have to really look at that and say, like, hey, Jay, like, what are you doing? What can you give us some more basis besides you just saying this is a terrible act? Hey, look, I never committed these blank. Yeah, go ahead, no problem.
Yeah, and one final thought, maneuvers, before you go. There was
Nigga raised
victim,
his hand like he's
right,
back in
who-
class.
there was a victim who removed herself from representation by Busby, you know, and pretty much accused him of trying to get her to fabricate things to present in the court of law. And she removed in the Diddy case. So you got to take all of these things into consideration, which is why I say the court of public opinion is a very, very nasty thing. We all work in corporate America. We know what reputational risk is. The moment that thing comes out, everyone's at risk. So you got to try to mitigate that as best possible. You got to try to mitigate that as best as possible.
Wow, what a choice of words.
Forward.
Oh my gosh.
I was just gonna touch on that court of public opinion is a hell of a thing. Even like with Diddy, court of public opinion, like he's, you know, like because of the charges, in addition to the video that we seen, you know, and the things that they've released, like he's super guilty for everything because of the court of public opinion. Things have to play out in court.
Mm-hmm.
And to sort of come back to Jay, it's like saying that, okay, you see him at the pictures at the white parties and stuff like that, and like that's all a court of public opinion. Like that doesn't determine innocence or guilt. You know, like him being at parties with Diddy in the early and mid 2000s, like at every award show, at, you know, big industry parties, like it's supposed, that's what you expect to happen. You expect them to be there together. You expect them to be in pictures. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Final thought.
I have something else, but he's raising his hand, so.
No, finish your point. I wanna wrap it up. Go ahead, finish your point.
Okay, so my point to wrap it up from my perspective is I can show you pictures of me next to lots of celebrities and rappers and stuff like that, and because they would frequent places that I was at, they knew me, or I knew people in their circle, and they knew people in my circle, and I'm standing next to them in dozens of pictures, but we ain't cool like that.
Right.
There's no context.
Huh?
There's no context. It's
Just
you in a picture. You could say what you want.
All right, where's their party? We took a picture. It's all the fellas. We flicking up. Like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Right.
But that ain't my boy. I ain't hitting him up and we chopping it up. It's, you know, it's a few people that I do, but you know, a lot of them pictures is just pictures. I just happen to be, we was in proximity because of our universe of people. So.
And to your point is like how many times have we seen that destroy people's reputation? Look at Jonathan Majors, who was on top of the world before he had that alleged case, and he lost a huge gig with Disney with Kang, playing Kang the Conqueror, and it turned out that he wasn't. He was acquitted of all charges. It was a rule. You know what I'm saying? So, and that man lost out on millions of dollars, and it's just such a difficult situation to deal with because, like you said, it's the court of public opinion. People see you in a certain light, want to be able to say, okay, you know, if somebody doesn't like you, they come do a whole complete smear campaign. If any one of these social media groups grabs your joint and they don't bang with you, it's over for you. Like they're just gonna.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's pause. My bad. Sorry. So if they don't like you, then you know they're gonna put you in a. All right, I think I'm gonna cut it off right. That was
but we gonna switch gears. But listen, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
I'll just stop right there.
Grab your joint, yo.
Social media grabbing your joint and banging you is insane behavior. But
boys,
we're gonna switch gears.
Man.
That was flagrant. My bad.
Oh man, we're leaving.
Well,
that.
boys, we're gonna wait for the thing to play out in the court of law. We're gonna see. I'm sure we're gonna get flooded, you know, between now and the holidays with more information. We'll keep the community abreast of what's going on. No pause there, and we'll see where it goes from there. But switching gears to another situation, you know, another hero, you know, someone that's looked up to in the Black community, finally coming back into the public, sharing his thoughts, Mr. Eric Bishop. I know that, aka
Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman is back.
Aka Jamie Foxx got a new special on Netflix, is it? New special
Netflix,
Yep, new special on Netflix. He said he hasn't done something like this in a while. You know, we tend to forget. We see a lot of our favorite comedians in sitcoms and movies and, you know, different type of venues. But, you know, being on that stage doing stand-up is a different beast. This time he goes on there to give you a little bit of everything, a little bit of laughs, a little bit of realness, talking about, you know, what really happened to him when he was laid up in that hospital. Sean, you finished it. Thoughts, man?
Listen, it was dope because it gave, first of all, it was the first time that he spoke, and Jamie Foxx is a genius because he parlayed that situation into a bag with Netflix, right? The second thing is he talked about, and he got really choked up while he was doing the performance. He talked about how everything happened. First off, he's not a clone. So it's the actual Jamie Foxx. He gigged on that.
I was gonna say, he looks brand new, bro. I'm just saying, like, people get sick, they come back.
But if you recall on a lot of social media posts, like, you know, the Shade Room, like they took pictures of me. He looked wild pale. He did not look like himself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was in that movie, ironically enough. You know what I'm saying? But he spoke about the situation where he said that he was experiencing a headache, and he asked one of his homies for an aspirin, and then after that, he woke up 20 days later in a hospital in Georgia.
Insane.
So he was in a coma. They told him, like, yo, you know, you had a bleed in your brain, literally word for word, bleed in your brain, and you had a stroke. So they had to basically, you know, he talked about going through the motions. A lot of his vitals were failing. Talked about his daughter, who's a musician too, plays the bass guitar. He said that she played guitar in his room while he was in a coma, and that helped him snap out of it. He went through.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, it's deep, but it has a lot of jokes in it. But it's an instant classic. Like, he talks about you know, just in case you forgot who he was, he talks about his character Wanda off of In Living Color. Talks about all the roles that he played. What's his name? Bunch of characters, Academy Award winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having my old man moment. I can't remember certain. Ray Charles played Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? He played
in that movie in the sitcom.
Yeah. Listen, he had his own show. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really, it was a flower. It was kind of like a thank you God moment because he couldn't stop thanking the Lord. He said the Lord brings you back to a certain moment in your life, and it's like, yo, you have to give thanks and not forget where you came from. He gives you a reminder in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Well, talk about getting your flowers. I don't know if you guys know this. It's already Golden Globe nominated. The special.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's gotta be. It's that good. When you guys get an opportunity to sit down with it and watch, please do. Everybody out there, watch that Jamie Foxx special. It's a tearjerker, but it also puts life in perspective. How we're moving 1,000 miles a minute, and at the blink of an eye, it can end like this. And God has a funny way of humbling us, and bringing us back down to earth. And it's important to know that we came from a higher power above, whether you believe that or not.
I saw a little snippet though when he said God called him nigga. So it's like, even though God's his brother.
Exactly. Exactly.
Of course. Boys, hopefully we can get on that. Pause. I try to watch that this weekend. You know, give a little, a little calm,
give it a listen.
A little calm down.
My life ain't set up that way, man.
Yeah. You too busy.
Yeah,
my fault. You gotta hop on. You gotta hop on the PJ, huh?
Paul ain't hopping on nothing. He gotta go.
Man. It's reckless tonight, bro.
Out of control.
Y'all out of control. But what's out of control right now? What's out of control right now in the hip hop community? These women taking over. These women taking over. Yo, yes. I constantly find myself every day just out of the blue. I'm out here working. I'm typing and just Glow, bro. Her flow is just ridiculous. And I'm seeing there's a new, up. I don't know. She might be up and coming. Doechii maneuvers. I think you know a little bit more about her. The little tiny desk action the other day. Yeah. What's up, man? So, she up next?
So she been up.
She been up. I'm old. You gotta give me. Y'all gotta give me grace out there. Gotta give me grace.
I mean, she's gonna be one of the caretakers as we continue to get older. She is hip hop. She's dope. I'm glad that she did the Tiny Desk and it's blowing up and people are starting to hear a little bit more of her music. I think she did a nice show with Jimmy Fallon as well. Super dope artist, super good lyrical content as well. She like to talk her shit, which I like. You know what I'm saying? I would love for her and Glow to get on the track together. That would be something pretty dope. Because a lot of people underestimate who Glow is as an artist, as a rapper, a hip hop practitioner. So I think that would be super dope. But Doechii, hats off to her. I'm happy for her. I'm happy she's getting the spotlight that she deserves.
That Tiny Desk did a lot for other people. A lot for people.
Bro. It's like you forgot.
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, so you forgot.
They had the barge on there, man. They had the barge on there too.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be the camera angles. It'd be the
classic.
The acoustics from the live band. Like it's something about that, bro.
They've done a lot too here recently for. Not necessarily newer artists, but artists that have like a cult following.
A catalog too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they did the Lil Russell Tiny Desk.
Exposure.
I don't know about Lil Russell. Super dope artist. Super gifted lyrically. Like his wordplay is amazing. So like they did his and then now they did the Doechii one. But yeah, it's a lot.
Shout to NPR Music, man.
Yeah.
They doing it big.
It's a lot. I mean, one day we need to talk about a lot of what's coming out. It ain't just Kendrick on the West Coast. A lot of these West Coast rappers are, doing their thing as well.
You know what's crazy that you mentioned that real quick? Just to veer off track for a second. Boy Wonder got exposed by DJ Mustard and DMs for saying that West Coast hip hop is trash. And he'd circle back. This was months ago, and he circled back later on because Boy Wonder is Drake's camp, OVO. Yeah. So he circled back around months later in the DM and hit Mustard up and said, "Yo, I like that TV off record. It's dope." He put it up, and he put it up in his story and be like, "Look at this lame talking about how dope our music is now." He wasn't listening, and now he got his ears wide open because he's deep rotted.
Yeah, and they've been slowly building their buzz out there on the West Coast. But back to the females real quick. I know we talked about Doechii. I know we talked about Glow.
No, shout out Young Devin. Shout out Scarlett.
Another one that's got a crazy catalog that's kind of like under the radar is Tara Whack. Y'all haven't heard her.
She's dope.
She's
dope.
super fire. You gotta go listen to her. She's a dope, super dope artist. So check her out. You know, the female lyricist is
holding it down.
They doing their thing. So shout out to the ladies of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Big mama. Anyway.
Shout out the ladies and shout out y'all. Keep tuning in. Without y'all, there is no us. Don't forget, as we mentioned at the top of the segment, like, follow, subscribe. Yo, we on BlueSky. Go check us out on BlueSky. We don't know what's about to happen to TikTok. If they don't sell it by January, we might be out of here. All of y'all might be out of here. But go check the X, go check the YouTube, the Instagram. You know the vibes. 22 twos.
Peace.
Peace.